Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys what my daily routine was like during my first trimester. And I know everybody's first trimester is going to be different, but I thought I would share with you guys my experience and kind of what I went through, what I did, and hopefully this is helpful to anybody else going through their first trimester, or maybe they've already gone through their first trimester and they're just curious to see how or hear about how my first trimester went. But either way, I hope you gain something from this video. And yeah, let's get started. So, my first trimester, I didn't really notice any symptoms until about 6 weeks. That's when I found that my daily routine started to change, and I really started to notice a difference in how I was feeling. So I would feel great all day, that was not a problem, but it was at night that I would start feeling crummy, and I just didn't feel 100%. I never got morning sickness, but my stomach would hurt, not in like a excruciating amount of pain, but it did hurt. I didn't really have energy. I did feel nauseous at times, so I didn't want to really move. But I was really grateful that all day I would feel fine, and it wasn't until I got home and it was about like 7 or 8 o'clock at night when I started to not feel well. And I would usually go to bed around 8 or 9 because of this. I would say in the midst of my first trimester, it was closer to 8 o'clock. And at the beginning and the end, it was closer around 9, but I would just be tired, and I couldn't make it past 9 o'clock. Like if I made it to 9:30, it was a miracle. And so it made it hard with hanging with friends and seeing them. So they would have to come to my house if we wanted to, say, watch The Bachelor or anything like that, just because I wasn't it wasn't even about feeling well, it was just my energy. I did not have the energy to drive somewhere, and I was worried that maybe I would get really tired on my way home. So they always just would come over to my house to hang out. I was also really grateful because Richard was on day shift for those 8 weeks that I was, I wouldn't say I guess technically my first trimester, because the 4 weeks prior to that, yes, I was pregnant, but I had no idea, nor did I feel any symptoms. So he was able to help make dinner, or he would be able to defend for himself, do any tidying up that I just couldn't do, just because all I wanted to do was lay on the couch or lay in bed or something like that. And I would wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. So I would be getting like 9.5 hours of sleep, which was really weird because that was just not like me. Before, I'd get like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So clearly my body needed it. And then in the morning, I'd wake up. If I had time before work and I was feeling up to it, I would try and get some things done then. But most of my first trimester, I just remember just working all day and then going home pretty much and going to bed and just barely doing anything. And it's so frustrating for me because I'm the kind of person that like can't sit still. I have to be doing something, and so laying on the couch was really hard for me, but I knew it was just something that my body needed, and I needed to listen to my body. I also really didn't have a huge appetite, so I wasn't eating big meals, and I was only eating specific things because everything else just made me want to be sick, even though I never got sick. And I'm going to get into like kind of like what I ate during my first trimester in a different video. This is more about my daily routine. And yeah, I slept a lot, and my husband was really helpful, which was awesome. Usually because he works like 60 hours a week, I try to do all the cooking and cleaning, but it just was not possible. I didn't have the energy, you know, or the appetite. Certain smells in the kitchen made me want to be sick. So I would try to stay away from the kitchen if he was making those foods, like for example, peppers. I don't know what it was, but if he fried up peppers, I thought I was going to be sick. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't be around it. Garlic was another one too. And I didn't really notice the symptoms starting to go away until about 14 weeks. I found that's when I had like less and less days, and I'd say by 15 weeks I was pretty much healed. I didn't really feel nauseous anymore. I still didn't have a lot of energy, still needed to go to bed around 9 o'clock, 9:30, but I wasn't feeling as crummy, which was so awesome. And so I just felt like I could kind of have my old life back. So that is everything for my first trimester. Like I said, I hope this video was helpful or interesting in any way. Maybe you guys can relate to it. Maybe it was very similar to your routine. And yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday for a cleaning video. Bye guys!